Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Empire of the Ghouls. Thank you so much for coming out with us tonight. With us, as always, is Dot as Yuki, Friday as Vivienne, Alex as Iskander, Sawyer as Solus, and Sloan as Goosh Busho. Again, thank you for joining us tonight. Super excited to be here. Vivienne is going to give you your recap today of last week's episode.
Oh, I guess I am doing that. Okay, so before we get into it, Solus is the most reasonable person in the party at all times, so viewer be warned. We met Uki, who smelled the death on us after we returned from the street after killing a couple of thugs who wanted to attack Rick, the kobold that we had been tasked with defending from Skirtall. Skirtall being the innkeeper / owner, I believe, of the place that we're staying at. And then we went to go kill some rats for hire because that's what adventurers do at level 1. And we ran into a rat that we brutally murdered, and then found out that it actually belonged to a small goblin who had claimed lordship over a small area of the sewers. And amongst their belongings, we didn't kill a goblin, knocked him out. And amongst their belongings, we did find some signet rings. Belonged to the Turner family. Turns out, Turner family, Rosalind's family, girl that was missing. So we followed, we went over there, and then we talked to the family, at times unsuccessfully, snuck up into the room, and then gained entry into the room the legal way. Found out that the City Watch has not been very helpful and appears to be covering up some of the clues in regards to finding the individual, Rosalind. And we found out that there's been a blue kobold that has been assisting the City Watch. And otherwise, there have been people disappearing near the cartways in the city proper itself. So we're going to return to the inn, have a night there, and then tomorrow we're going to either visit the City Watch, Blue Kobold, and then eventually see the Kobold King to further our investigation. And that's all.
Thank you, Vivienne. All right, so you had a long day of investigating. Day's kind of dragging on. The sun is definitely set by now, and you start to come upon the smells of Skirtall's cooking at the Rampant Roach. You swing open the doors. Again, the voices, the din, the general heartiness and joviality of the Rampant Roach is apparent. It's a very lively atmosphere for this evening. What do you guys want to do?
I want to sleep.
That is always a choice.
I'm tired, and I'll see you all tomorrow morning, bright and early. Bright and early.
I'm with the mushroom. Time to snuggle my goat.
Oh,
Cute.
have a good night, everybody.
Solus is gonna kind of look at Iskander and be like, we can chat tomorrow. And kind of right. He's gonna go to his room, just very right. And he's gonna go ahead and go to his room. Yep.
Ender's going to look at Vivienne and Yuki and good day, good work, team. Good night. And then he's just gonna turn and head to the stairs.
Good night, Iskander.
Did I do something?
No, Uki. Iskander is just very skittish. Have you ever seen perhaps a bat or a small deer that runs away very often? Sometimes Iskander just cannot handle someone with a very big confidence, and you're so confident, Uki, so
That's true.
it's very frightening.
He's just a little skittish for this kind of work, you know?
That is true. Sometimes I think that my job as a tour guide is really to show people not only the world at large, but also small parts of themselves that they did not know exist.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not here to cause any trouble, so if I can do anything to make the kid, what's the word, comfortable, I'll, you let me know.
I would be happy to give you some life advice in regards to Iskander, but maybe we'll talk about it later, I think. Not right now, Uki.
Oh, right. I'm gonna go snuggle my goat. Good night!
Good night, Yuki. DM, what's the crowd like right now?
What do you mean? What's the crowd like?
How many, and are they loud?
Oh, it's relatively packed, mixed company. It's not necessarily like rowdy, raucous or anything, but it definitely.
Is there anyone alone?
Not tonight.
No, okay. All right. Well, Vivian will head up to her room then.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
while in his room, Iskander would like to take out that creepy wooden carved necklace.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
look it over. Is there
Yeah, sure.
anything like obviously magical about it? Anything like he can get in that sense, or?
Go ahead and roll Arcana.
Okey-dokey.
First roll of the day. Doing it Iskander's way.
25.
25.
Very nice.
Yeah, so I will say you're going to have to sit with this object for a little bit longer, taking a longer look at it over a bit of time. But yes, you do immediately note that there is something magical. It definitely has magical properties. I'm going to say it's going to take you at least a day for you to figure out what those are. Like a little puzzle that Iskander's going to solve.
Right. And he's going to just tuck it away, knowing that he'll need more time to look it over. He's just going to tuck it away and start reading the books that his mother gifted him, and read through it and try and study some magic before going to bed.
Wonderful.
Hmm.
Would anyone like to do anything else? No. All right. So you go to bed. It's comfy enough. Eventually the noise quiets down. People go home for the night. You get a really sound night's sleep. The morning comes. It's about 9 a.m. when you guys wake up. You hear the normal caw of birds and the occasional clattering of a cart as it passes near the rampant roach. What are you all doing as you wake up?
Vivian's going to be waiting outside of Solus's door.
Oh, no.
This old chestnut.
Oh,
Classic bits.
God. So Solus is gonna wake up. He's an early riser. He's getting his stuff together. He's gonna put his hair back today. He's gonna put it in a ponytail today because yesterday he hadn't planned on doing all the running around and all that, actually fighting. And now he's like, oh, people actually want to kill this kid that we're supposed to be protecting. I should prep. So he looks a little more business as usual, and he's braided his hair and braided 2 pieces and put up a little ponytail and gotten dressed, ready for a quiet morning by himself, assuming he has woken up before everyone is going to open the door.
Well, Solus, luckily for you, it is very quiet this morning. In the entire neighborhood, actually. You notice a distinct lack of the usual noises outside of the occasional clattering of a cart or idle conversations of people who pass by. You can even hear each other slowly get out of bed and get ready in the morning, like from a muffled distance. There's not a lot going on right now.
Gonna retcon him opening though. He's gonna go to the window first. He's gonna peek out the window. What do I see?
Yeah, go ahead and roll perception.
Oh, wonderful.
I will say
no.
that Goosh has repeated what he did yesterday morning and has flung his window wide open and hoisted himself up and over into the garbage pit right below him.
Literal dumpster dive.
Literal
Love to see it.
But he's in an alley, so I don't think that he sees very much.
Okay.
But just want to say that, just in case.
Actually, would you like to roll investigation for me while Solus tells
Oh,
me
sure.
their perception?
Why is it not rolling? I'm having a time. Sorry.
While I'm
Oh,
looking
yeah,
for
that's
some
okay.
tasty things to eat, give me a little investigation. Oh,
14. Yeah. You find a big slab of like pork that wasn't the right cut for someone who thought they were too good for like the hind portion or whatever. It's been sitting there for a couple of days and it's just the right like tenderness and viscosity and level of waste for you.
yeah. And he's gonna stand on that and just snuggle down into the garbage pit and is gonna have some breakfast.
Am
I-
I
Nummy.
dumb?
Absolutely love you.
What you looking at?
Have I forgotten how to use shard in the week since I've been on here? Good lord. Don't I-
Under skills, you should be able to just click perception and then it'll roll it for you.
I am, and it's not. That's what I did last time. It's not rolling it. It's just
Oh.
pulling up like a list of my skill proficiencies and whether or not I'm proficient in them. I'm like,
Interesting.
Well, I'll tell you what you can do. You can roll a d20, and if you have your skill proficiencies page up, you can just manually add it or math rock it.
my dice because I'm.
Yeah, I wanted to
dumb.
test it and make sure. Yeah, you should be able to click either the number or the word.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not.
Weird.
Hold on, I'll just pull up a
Interesting.
dice roller real quick, I guess.
There,
Sorry
you should
for-
have one there in Shard. There's a dice roller in the bottom left. There's like a little red
Okay,
D20 in the bottom left.
there we go.
And then you can just manually roll it if you want to. I think you can even put your additions in. There you go.
So, what's a 6? Because I have a +0 to perception.
Easy math. Cool.
Quick math.
Okay, so you look out and you don't really see anyone passing by. Nothing outside of what appears to be a normal morning. Like birds fly by, the laundry kind of sways in the wind on clotheslines between tall buildings, but yeah, not a
Very
whole lot
cool.
stands out.
Very fun. Then he's unsettled because he's like, I don't know what's going on, but I don't like it. he's gonna walk out the door, and I'm assuming come face to face with Vivian.
Good morning, Solus.
Good God.
I've been waiting for you.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Vis-
just thinking. Your hair looks very nice, by the way.
Thank you.
I can see what level of care you have put into it. You seem to care about the appearance of things, and that can be very important. And I just wanted to compliment you on yesterday how very strong and what a good example you were setting for everyone.
Right. Thank you. He's very
welcome.
visibly confused by this. And likewise, you certainly got us in the house. You know, he does not know how to compliment her. Just very much he's gonna give her a little on the arm, just a little, not like a punch, but a little like nudge, of, like, good job.
As soon as Solus nudges her, she's stop and pats him back.
Okay. Right. I'm gonna go to breakfast. I don't know how to end this conversation. He's just gonna start walking.
Very well.
All right. Anyone else? You hear Solus's footsteps thump down the stairs on the way to a dining room area.
Yeah, Iskander gonna shake out his bed head, start putting on his robe, gathering his belongings, and then when he gets to the door, he remembers what happened last time. So he's just gonna slowly open it. Is Vivian standing outside?
No, she's gone downstairs.
He's just gonna give a deep sigh of relief and then close the door behind him and make his way downstairs.
Yuki, what is Yuki doing when they wake up?
Well, none of you see Yuki open up all of the stuff they have because they need components, right? And they start going through like parts and bones and like strange knickknacks and coins with blood on them, and they delicately pack them back into this moldy backpack, which they acquired yesterday. And then Yuki goes into like a meditative trance because they pull their power from the void, so Yuki has to stay connected to the void at all points. His eyes turn like milky white. Narla sits in the corner and watches, and they just kind of sit there, staring off into the void of darkness until somebody breaks that trance.
Where are they trancing?
In whatever room I guess we had to stay in.
Oh, dang. We all got separate rooms, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, aren't we special? I gave Narla the bed.
Oh,
Precious.
course
what
you
a
did.
gentleman. A gentleman if I've ever
Yay.
met one.
Yeah. Treat your goat right, y'all. Yeah. So, but yeah, it looks a little eerie as Yuki kind of sits there, eyes go this milky white color, and head kind of tips back almost in a rather possessed way as they're like,
Mm.
Ooh, it's spicy.
Fun.
I love them.
Why is it spice?
Is that like an audible noise you can hear passing by?
How truly terrifying.
my God.
yeah, you definitely can like hear something bizarre from the other end of the door.
Eastkander is going to politely decline checking out that room and is going to run even faster down the stairs.
Oh, poor
You hear a
baby.
plap, 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 plap,
Uh,
as Iskander like comes down the stairs.
He comes to the bottom of the stairs. He's like, can he see? Are they all like sitting together pretty close? Is
Yeah.
everyone, yeah. He
Well,
runs up
Goosh
to the
is enjoying their breakfast.
Oh yeah, Goosh is outside.
Is-
It's just
So-
Solus and Vivian in the most uncomfortable breakfast nook known to man.
He's gonna approach Solus and Vivian and go, I think someone's being murdered upstairs.
Solus chokes on his food. Sorry, what?
I heard this kind of like guttural noise, and it really scared me. I didn't want to open the door because I didn't want to come face to face with
Uh-huh.
the murderer if there was a murderer in there.
All right,
and
show
so-
me.
Oh,
Solus,
okay.
let's not act rashly. It's just probably,
I'm not
nothing.
gonna go kill someone, but
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
as though we should check.
Yeah, follow me, and Iskander will lead them, or Solus if Vivian isn't going, up the stairs to the room where just Yuki's making these guttural void sounds.
Viv
That
does
sounds
not
like
go.
someone's in pain, right?
Viv does not go
Oh
up
my
there.
god. Jesus. Good for her. Solus is just gonna knock very politely on the door. Just, excuse me.
Yuki has no reason to lock a door ever. I probably didn't even close it before they went to bed. So like, like
It
eeks
swings
It
open.
swings open when you knock on it. And Yuki's like there in the middle of the floor, just,
Of course. No one in this party is normal. Of course not. And he's gonna walk in and just kind of like very hesitantly like dad squat next to Yuki, like
oh, nice. Nice. Yuki, how close do you get?
I'm gonna say he gives Yuki like a foot and a half.
A
Like, he's,
berth,
like,
yeah.
yeah, but he's like, I don't know if this is like something I'm supposed to interrupt. I feel like I should do something, but I don't know what something is right now. So he's just gonna like very just dad squat, like very much like, are you winning, son?
I think Yuki's head like pops forward in again like an unnatural way, and they say,
Kano ra tuve radeze.
and then their eyes like go back to normal, and Yuki's like, "What? You startled me." You can't just walk into somebody's room like that. Narla could have been getting dressed.
Just Solus's eye twitches ever so slightly. Right. How rude of me. Ever so sorry. And he's gonna stand up and just. Would you like to join us for breakfast?
Breakfast. Yes, thank you.
Great. And he's gonna turn on his heel and walk out and just stop at Iskander, just pat Iskander's shoulder like, yup, this is certainly a thing we've done. just gonna walk down the stairs.
Iskander's going in just shock, is just going to stare for like another 5 seconds before just turning and walking.
I look at Narla. Did I say something? Come on, let's go eat. Yeah, Narla's like, as I grab her like lead and retie it to the kind of staff I have or whatever, and begin to lead her downstairs.
I'll kick the door open at this point and come in from
Yeah,
my.
go ahead and make a strength check.
Never gets old. 23.
The door flies off its hinges a little bit. It's dangling by the top one, just swinging back and forth.
Ooh. Good morning. How are we? It's good to see you.
Are you at the top of the stairs addressing us?
No. He's walking in through the door that leads out back to the garbage dump. So he just sees Vivian sitting at a table and is gonna waddle over to her. Morning, Vivian.
Good morning, Goose.
Gets up on a seat. Where's everybody else?
I don't know. They went upstairs to investigate some kind of murder or something. Something boring, probably. But I don't know. They left their breakfast here, but maybe they were just waiting for me to eat for the first time today or something.
Maybe. I should go check on that. He'll go up the stairs, and I imagine probably runs into everybody as they're coming back down.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
There was a murder?
No.
Oh.
Murder? There was a murder?
Apparently there was a murder.
Where?
It's not a murder.
Oh.
I misjudged a situation. I'm sorry for overreacting.
Oh, I see. Better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I've already eaten breakfast, so you all need to catch up because we got stuff to do today.
Yes, so you actually you begin to smell different spices and herbs, and whatever Skirtal's cooking definitely smells like more seasoning than all of you have been used to on your travels to Zobeck. It is enticing.
Nice. Heck yeah.
What kind of spirits does Skirtal appear to be in this morning?
Roll insight for me real quick.
Cool, great, fun.
Actually, all of you can roll insight if you would like to. Just go ahead and tell me what you roll.
Oh, sure. Yoink.
That's a big old 12.
Yuki rolled a 21.
Yikes.
Yes. So
I got a 15 for Solus.
yes, Yuki and Solus, you guys exchange like a knowing glance. You can tell Skirtal hasn't slept for an incredible amount of time. And he's feeling a little bit, when you're like running on fumes because you're a little bit tired, but you have like stuff to do. So you just kind of like, and it's weirdly energetic, like you've just taken a double espresso shot or something.
Yeah.
That's definitely the vibe you're getting from Skirtal right now. He is just super into this cooking. He is fully devoted to it in a very manic way.
Oh no, that's no good.
Is it just me or does Skirtal seem a little... Ooh.
No, you're right. He is very... Ooh. He's gonna do the hands too.
Yeah. Seems like he could use a good night's rest and it's a peace of mind.
Right.
Oh, I hope you don't mind this morning. I I made another kobold specialty. I know that you're not quite used to the cuisine, but I promise you it's going to be good. Now, those rats that I had to catch yesterday. I know there's a bit of a stigma against eating rats. I promise you.
Why? What's wrong with rats?
I'm a good chef. That's exactly what I say. What's wrong with rats?
What's wrong with rats?
And he like brings out these like skewers with this like small looking like sunny side up eggs, and he's underneath is a side of robin's eggs, and that is skewered rat. Try some. I promise you'll like it.
Oh, I love my rat on a skewer.
Yuki, my beloved.
I snatch one up and just. It's almost gonna spat on skewer.
You like it? You like it? Like,
yes. I look to the group and go, I actually can't taste anything.
It's a little too fresh for me, but I'm a big fan of rat. And he'll take one and kind of slide it off the skewer into one of his like molding containers.
Nice. Your compost. Yeah.
I gotta let it cure for a couple days, and then then I'll have it.
Don't
Marinade
say
in the
it like.
spores.
Oh.
So is Gooch going to be like a negative to our stealth rolls every time, or what, from the smell?
Well, I feel like all the stuff he's got in there is very soft, so it doesn't make a lot of sound. But the smell is
the smell.
The smell.
we'll call it
as long as
earthy.
we're downwind, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, but Skirtal is overjoyed that you like it, Yuki. Just thrilled. The joy lights up his face, and he just like.
Come on, everybody have some rat.
And he holds out like a little wood tray for the rest of you to try some. Just...
Solus takes one very politely and he's going to eat it. I don't know. I'm trying to decide what his refined palate would think of rat.
Refined palate.
He's a nobleman. He's an elite.
a very lean meat.
Stringy.
It does taste a little bit like, you ever had like chuck stew type of beef in the little, like almost cubes.
No.
It's tasting a little bit like some little sirloin cubes you would find in like a stew.
That's nice.
That's
pretty
nice.
Good flavor.
Yeah. I just Solus just flashes him a thumbs up and just goes about his business eating his rat skewer.
He looks like he might cry.
Oh my god, this poor man.
He's so excited that he gets to try out his new food.
Mind me saying, Skirtal, you look a little rough.
Oh yes, well, the City Watch came by fairly late last night.
They did.
I didn't want to wake you. You seemed like you'd already had a rough day, so I went ahead and sent them. They were just asking more questions about Brick. That's all.
Asking more questions.
Wait,
We're
who
going
was?
to see them today? The city guard.
It was strange. They didn't seem as aggressive as before. It was more desperate. I don't know how to describe it. Maybe I mean it's not like they're gonna say that much to me, but if a group like you were maybe to go talk to him, maybe they'd be a little bit more approachable.
What were they asking?
It was, well, they were asking what Brick has been doing for the last couple of days and why he's always seen around, the Turner residence. And I tried to tell them, that's his delivery route. We make him do it every week. And it's always the same. It's never changed. You go to the market one day, so you can pick up all the spices that are used to cook. And the next day you'll go to the cartways to catch rats. It's a little bit of an alternation between the two, but they seem to think that he was watching the girl.
Was he?
No, not the way they think.
Well, why was it? No.
Where
Got
was
it. Great. No. You said he wasn't watching her like that, but yeah.
Well, I mean, he's a curious kid. He's gonna people watch. No, he would never look at anyone with ill intent. He's a very good boy. That Brick.
To me.
Right. Well, if he's hanging around so much, maybe he did see something.
That is a good
Maybe
point.
he knows about that blue kobold that we're looking
Maybe you don't know he saw something, but he saw something. You know, we could. I look at the group. Pull it out of him. You know.
Well,
Alright,
he'll be back
alright.
later today. He already started on his delivery route.
Oh.
I think he'll be okay by himself with his cousins, Skick and Skack.
Skirtle.
Yes.
Skirtle, do you know of a blue kobold around these parts?
Good question.
A blue kobold. A
Yeah.
blue.
Yeah, curious type.
Yes.
Wait, did they say did they give us a description of what he wore? What he looked like other than being blue? I don't know why I imagine him as a 1940s PSI. He definitely has a trench coat and a little hat for sure.
You tell me that somebody is asking questions of the police on his own, doing his own investigation? That is a 1930s PI. That's a noir
for sure.
film
Yeah.
nowadays.
He's a little PSI type.
Little,
I hate how intuitive you guys are. You're
little
ruining all
cigarette
kinds of
hanging out
things.
the
We're smart or whatever,
maybe
you know?
Ultimate notepad they flip
We're
through when they
Couple
talk.
of smart guys over here. But yeah, Skirtle. Does Skirtle know anything about him?
What shade of blue? I know quite a few families that have varying shades.
Did we get a shade of blue?
No.
Solus is gonna turn them. Did we get a shade of blue or just no?
I can't remember.
Like a
shade.
darker, is it more of a opalescent type of did it look like?
Is there a blue kobold that you know that would involve themselves in a murder investigation? That seems like a pretty glaring personality trait.
None quite come to mind. It's a precarious situation throwing yourself around in your investigations. I can't think of anyone that would lay it all out there like that, put themselves on the line. Not that I blame them, of course. I wouldn't want anyone put themselves in danger.
Maybe. They just painted themselves.
But you said he was talking to the city watch.
Yes, an adult male kobold.
Yeah, snooping about.
That's all we know.
You think he'd be there right now?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
I mean, I could think of about 24, 27 different kobolds right now.
We were gonna go looking for him anyway, so maybe it's best if we just go look. Actions first.
Cool.
I'm sure there's someone. The headquarters is about 5 blocks down that way.
Well, we do
you could get
now.
a more accurate description from one of the guardsmen.
Right. That, of course, right. Have we finished our meal of rat and robin's egg?
Vivian
glad you
hasn't
liked it.
eaten anything, but
He's has.
Did she get herself a skewer? Is she just looking at it?
no, she's not eating anything.
Oh.
I cleaned the bones and add them to my bone pouch.
That just Skirtle gets the impression that it was so good that you had to lick the bones clean and nothing else. So he is even more overjoyed. He can't wait to add this to its menu now. He's calling it the Yuki special.
Oh, that's sweet.
So we'll add some black salt to it.
Vivian.
That might taste pretty good.
I haven't even eaten, and you don't want to eat something?
Oh no, I'm sure I'll find something later today and perhaps tonight.
All right.
Solus is gonna laugh at that.
All right. Well, we should go then. I think we were talking about going looking for that kobold, but maybe
we should go to City Guard first.
Go to City Guard first and see if we can get a little description.
Right.
Maybe a name.
That might be for the best, yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds good to me.
Right. If you go about 5 blocks down, straight ahead, if you go up this front door, you make a right onto a candle sweep street, and the guard station should be pretty obvious right there on the road.
Right.
It's a little it's a big cobblestone road. You can't miss it.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Hop off those stools and waddle on over.
Solus is once again bringing up the rear to keep an eye on everyone's back.
I'm riding you, Darla.
I'm up at the front, ready to go.
Iskander's going to be walking right beside Solus, and he's going to look at him and say, "So, you wanted to talk?"
So it's kind of like very, very subtly, just kind of answer. He's gonna walk a little closer to Iskander and go, it's a little startling to see one so young as yourself be a shade, very quietly.
Oh, well, I'm not. And he looks around. I mean, I know it was weird what happened, but I don't know if I'd say shade. And he looks very defensive.
He's gonna come off by going, do you know that I can't lay on hands creatures that, do you ever wonder why the lay on hands worked on you? You're a shade. Usually doesn't. Put it together. He's gonna look at him very, very intently. Just wait.
We're
both. I see you. We see each other. Yes.
Oh, okay. No, that makes sense. Oh, thank goodness. I don't know if the others noticed, but
they will eventually.
Yeah, I was worried you might think I was some sort of vengeful spirit or something. I didn't.
He laughs out loud at that. Sorry. Right. Vengeful spirit. You.
Well, I could be intimidating. I could be intimidating. I just
right.
And his face is beat red right now. He's like, I can be intimidating. I can't.
Oh yeah. He's gonna put an arm around Iskander and kind of just very, very, very brotherly affection of just not quite a noogie, but like he's not gonna noogie Iskander.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
He's too refined for that. But he's gonna pull him close and just kind of clap him on the shoulder. I'm sure when it comes down to it, you're right frightening.
I know it's a hard sell. But yeah, I mean, I haven't been like this for long.
Me neither.
Really?
Oh, a few weeks.
Same here.
Oh, bit of a learning curve.
Yes, I suppose so. But it's nice to know that there's someone here who understands.
Right. And he's gonna squeeze his shoulder again.
If you don't mind me asking, might I inquire as to what tethered you?
And Solus is gonna his step falters ever so slightly, and Iskander's probably the only one that would notice. He's gonna he looks up and straight ahead rather than at Iskander. Love, I suppose.
Romantic.
That's.
I made a promise, and I don't intend to break it. You see, so who was I to die on him like that?
Kendra will give a little chuckle. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear. I mean, it must not be easy. I assume you're looking for your love.
Oh, I have a good idea where he is, but...
Oh.
It's no point returning until I can do something about... And he kind of gestures, the situation and other things. And he just is very uncomfortable, but, wants to tell Iskander this, but is very obviously, he's not very in touch with... telling people his own feelings, so it's very uncomfortable, but very much I don't mind, but I don't right.
I'm sorry if I'm being too
it's
prodding.
It's all right. If you wanted to tell me about what happened to he doesn't want to ask this kid how he died, but he's like, I feel like I'm supposed to in this weird conversation we've struck up. And he kind of looks at Iskander like, if you wanted to, talk about.
Well, it all happened very suddenly. I was kind of sleepy when it happened. It was late at night. My father and mother were in their studies, and I don't know where my sister was at the point, but I was attacked by shadowy figures in my own home. And I remember crawling from my room to the main living space, bleeding. And I remember looking at the corpses of my mother and father, and then I remember those figures taking my sister and then
Hey, he's gonna put his arm back around the scanner. It's all right. It's not happening now. You don't have to talk about it. You don't have to. It's fine. I get it.
I do want to talk about it, but maybe later.
Right. I have a brother about your age.
Really?
As that tension from that weird conversation sort of dies out into other conversation, I need you all to roll perception.
Uh-oh. And I'm so good at that.
Give me that perception.
Vivian 12.
Good God, Solus.
I see nothing.
7.
16. Iskander got a 16.
Let's see. Goosh, Iskander, Vivian.
I just got a 9.
Yes,
Got
it's
it.
okay. DC's kind of low for this one.
Cool.
It is very quiet. Normally, you're approaching a main cobblestone, like paved road, highly trafficked. Normally, you'd be able to hear footsteps, hundreds of conversations. You don't really hear anything. And as you look up, you can hear the thumping of your own footsteps echoing throughout the, taller buildings. And you see shutters. One person closed their shutter shut, and you look around and you see that quite a few of them are shut. Doors shut. People aren't really walking around. You'll see one or two people dart between streets, but it's very obvious they're just trying to get from point A to point B.
Vivian's gonna reach over with fan and tap Goosh Pushel on the shoulder. Goosh. I think you know what I mean when I say that we're about to be attacked.
It is very quiet. Yeah, it's very quiet. It's very strange. I don't know if we're going to be attacked, though. I'm not sure.
But it definitely seems like people are avoiding being out in the open right now.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I don't think I've ever seen it this quiet. Have I ever seen it this quiet?
Roll history.
Cool.
Fun. Solus's hand is going to kind of drop to his hilt of his sword. Very gently. God!
The last time it was this quiet, you were surviving for your 8th day in a row on no food or water, fighting a cave bear.
Wow.
And you were waiting for the cave bear to return at night to come get you.
Yeah, it's real quiet.
Okay.
I feel as though there's something strange afoot.
Maybe we should just pick up our pace and get to the guard station as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes open.
So, my suggestion is that more than likely this place, these streets have been cleared and there is an ambush coming up. But keep watching corners and such. That is what I think. The city is never like this.
He's gonna draw his axe.
How far are we from the guard station now?
You are rounding the corner onto Candlesweep Street, where you can see the little sign out front that it just says like barracks. And
question: can Narla make a check? Narla gets advantage on perception checks for hearing.
Yes, Narla can make a check.
Love that goat.
My queen. My goat queen.
The warning message is going to be bad.
Not the hero we deserve, but the hero we needed.
You're right. So advantage with a plus. Okay, so It will be a d20. Oh, did it roll? Okay, 9 plus a 2. So, well, it's got advantage though.
Ooh.
Yeah, because nope, definitely just an 11. Never mind.
God.
Okay.
You really
I just
hate
go,
to see it.
Narla.
Okay.
You hear anything?
Narla will back at you in the direction of actually a small group of people across from the guard station. They're obviously having a hushed conversation amongst themselves. You know, you see a big tall dragonborn. There's a pair of half-elf twins next to him, and then 2 humans with their backs turned to you, all in a little circle, having a little conversation.
I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news or anything, but Narla's not feeling so good about the tall ones.
I wonder if maybe they're fine.
Why are they down
Try and
here?
stop us.
As they see you around the corner and walk closer to the guard station, they look at you with like concern. They exchange a glance, maybe a little bit of fear, and then they also leave.
Well,
See, nothing to worry about.
yeah.
Let's go talk to these guards. And Goosh is gonna
Vivian's gonna cast.
and knock.
Vivian's gonna touch her collarbone and then cast Allure on herself.
Good for her.
Remind me, what does Allure do again?
It's a D6 to any charisma check I make.
Excellent. Okay, thank you. Yeah. So, you guys, you swing open the door of the headquarters and a welcome wave of voices greets your ears. Finally, the din of the city. You've been hiding out in the guard tower this whole time. In one corner, you got a dude sifting through papers just really fast, trying to read as quickly as possible. In another corner, you see some like normal like civilians just being interviewed, like giving witness statements. It's obvious that they are hurting because of these local disappearances, and the latest of which, as you guys know, is Rosalind Turner. There's about 30 officers in here, and there is one guy that stands out amongst the crowd. You see this stunningly handsome half-orc. He's got this curly, floppy head of hair, beautiful forest-colored hazel eyes that fall upon you as you walk into this little office area of the guards barracks. And when he sees you, he flashes you a polite smile, dazzlingly brilliant teeth, and he says, hello.
Howdy.
How can I help all of you today?
We're here to ask you a couple of questions.
Okay.
My name is Goosh Bushel, and we need to know a little bit about a small kobold and a girl.
Yes, I know which case you're referring to.
Kobold's blue. Do you know his name?
Blue. Yes, we have had a blue kobold come around here. Do you know him?
Do you know him?
I know his name is Quarrel, and that he has a keen eye for evidence.
Does he work with you?
Not so
Anyone
much
can step in at any time because
No,
Goosh is
Goose has been
gonna.
doing well.
Oh, this is great.
This is fun.
We want to know who he's working for.
Well, I am not 100% sure on that, but he has been working with us. I like to think of it as a citizen rising above the rest to aid in the devastation that these disappearances has caused. I'm sure that you've heard about them.
Yes.
Right.
Where can we find this coral?
Well, Quarrel should be around somewhere. Honestly, it's been genuinely helpful to have him around. You said you had questions? I'm sorry. I'll have one of the other officers flag him down.
Did
Scully.
he help you? answer questions and stuff?
Yes, he has been helping with our investigation. Who are you, by the way?
We're citizens rising above the rest.
Solus is gonna.
My favorite
that
kind.
answer.
Excellent.
Solus is gonna approach him and like extend a hand. I'm Solus of House Clastamont from Dornick. If you need any help, I'm here. It's caught my eye while I was in town, and I figured while I was here, I could do my due duty as a nobleman to help out where I could.
Did you say Dornick?
Yes, he looks uncomfortable.
Welcome to Zobeck. I'm sure
fine.
if you wanted a tour,
No,
I could get one of
no.
my guards to
God,
help you.
no, I'm good.
Take you
I'm
around the
so
city.
good.
Are you
No,
sure?
no.
Do you?
He's
we have
gonna
water in the
gesture
back.
at Vivian. He's gonna gesture. I already have a guide. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Vivian. I am the tour guide for this wonderful nobleman. I'm so glad that you notice all of his splendor, and I actually think it would be only appropriate if you were to answer all of his questions about this quarrel that we are looking to meet, and perhaps resolve some of these nagging little things that he is so curious about.
Right. What she said.
Yes, ma'am. Can't pull his eyes away from you, Vivian.
Vivian's gonna just stare at him.
Yes. I, honestly, if anyone in your group, anyone at all, has any questions that they would like to ask, then I'd be obliged to help. Obviously,
I heard a rumor or two, not to speak out of turn. Excuse me, Lord Solus, but
No, go on. Go ahead. Please don't bow. It's fine.
Pardon. I was just curious about some of these rumors I've been hearing about perhaps a goblin or two in the sewers, and it sounded like a funny little story, but I was just a little curious if there was anything to that, or if you had heard likewise.
there are goblins in the sewers again. Do we have to call the relocators every time they decide to meander their way into the sewers?
What?
Pretty nice place to stay.
Well, yeah, why can't they stay in the sewers?
I don't need housing for goblins clogging up where poop goes.
But what if they like it?
I guess I hadn't really thought about that before.
Well,
It's
that's a
private
very
property.
easy mistake to make because you're so large and powerful. You wouldn't want to stay in a sewer yourself. It's very cramped and small and dark when you should be out in the light and showing off your physique. So anyway, about
Thank you for noticing.
right, the what do you call it? These goblins. What do they normally get up to if they are being little pests in the sewers?
Well, they mostly just they catch vermin, rats, and occasionally they have drug off a dead body. We were going to investigate once or twice. We got it back though. It was all right. They have been known to loot them. They do like for some reason.
Scavengers. Okay. And where did you say that we could find Coral?
I just sent one of my officers to go flag him down, saying he got some visitors.
Right.
Excuse me. What was your name again, sir?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I got carried away. I'm Commander Brightville of the Urchin's Landing City Guard. I'm afraid, my lord, I must insist.
Oh, Lord.
House Clastamont is House Clastamont.
Anyway, it's fine. Anyway, I was wondering if
I was a lord once.
I don't believe that, but sure.
I'm so sorry. I should have recognized you at once, Mr. Lord
Bushel.
Lord Bushel. Yeah, of course. Yes.
I was wondering if it'd be possible for me to look at your suspect list. I just want to help in any way I can.
And also,
yes.
Commander, that's a very, I think, a reasonable request from the Lordship. But also, I think in these dangerous times, it would be good if you provided us with perhaps a few, healing potions because we are so terribly worried about protecting his lordship set.
I think you know what I'm gonna ask.
What are you gonna ask?
You go ahead and roll persuasion there, silly goose.
Solus
Vivian
is
just goes for the
dying
full
inside.
send on every single interaction.
As she should. Look at that.
23 plus a d6.
Oh yeah. Go ahead and add
25.
Go ahead and add 3 potions of healing to your bag.
Oh my god.
As
thank
he
you so much.
rummages through his very expensive personal stores to give up that much.
And
gold
it works,
for a
it works.
healing potion.
Thank
As
you
she
so
should.
much.
Solus is dying inside.
Please take.
Thank
I
you
need
so
you
much.
to take care of
And
yourself.
what, I'm sorry, what did you say your name was?
I'm Commander Brightville of the Urchin's
Brightville?
Landing City Guard.
No. Your personal name. I don't want to be in. If you don't mind, I don't mind being a little personal with you.
My name's Xavier.
Xavier, it's very nice to meet you, Xavier. I am Vivian, and performer and guide.
Extend out his...
Wow.
Oh, and Vivian will reach down and.
Oh, he's about ready to pass out. All right,
Hey,
cool.
hey, Vivian. Ask him for a map of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Oh, and another thing. I hate to look like I don't know where I'm going. So, did you happen to have a map of the areas that we can perhaps use, and maybe some little X's over where perhaps you've had some troubles with other people, and
Yeah.
where the kidnappings have happened that we're hearing about? We just want to avoid those areas.
Okay.
Safety first.
I can have someone pull together the case files and give you some locations that you can go
Right.
off of. Wow, what great citizens! So beautiful citizens.
Yeah.
I only
Beautiful souls,
surround
beautiful
myself.
souls.
I only surround myself with the best, you see.
Right.
Of
Pain
course,
and
I'm
smile.
not question one. How's last month?
And I'm going to be busy until tonight, serving the lordship. But what time do you get off?
These guys can handle this work here. Just 7 sound good? Does 7 work?
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. I mean,
Dumbass.
yes, I can manage that.
I laugh
okay.
knowing what's coming.
Literally.
All you guys can go ahead and make investigation checks as well.
Okay.
An investigation check.
Give me a
You
Did
said.
he
Roll.
give me the suspect list
A 20,
in
dirty.
the case files?
20. Yes, I just want to see what everyone rolls real
Okay,
quick.
good.
I
It
hate to
says
see it.
16 plus 2, 18 for investigation for Solus.
Okay.
Got a 13.
Ow.
Oh, me too.
11.
Nuggets.
Dang.
You hate to see
Okay,
it.
actually.
Not the
17,
smartest
Vivian.
of us.
All right.
16, 20. Hey, we got some good numbers.
He's
Okay.
actually- Iskander
go
was
ahead.
Iskander was just too enthralled with how Vivian was straight playing this man to even look around.
God bless him.
Wow, I love that you just let her run rampant too. Seems like a nice guy. That's just me guilt tripping you. Do whatever you want. Okay, so all of you know he
Ugh.
starts to speak up. He's like, right, the investigation. I can tell you. I could just tell you what we know so far. I can tell you that I know you probably came here for the young boy Brick, considering that you're asking about kobolds. He is still the most viable suspect that we have, and we have to pursue every lead. Do you know how many disappearances there have been over the past few months?
Yeah, but it was
Especially the last few
only
weeks.
in a neighborhood for one of them, right?
Yes, but it's one lead could lead to another. We need to do something. People are losing their friends, their family. Would we be a good city watch if we just stood idly by? We
No,
have to run this into the ground
you're
until it
right,
no longer pans
Xavier.
out.
It's It's a very difficult position to be in, which is why I'd like for you, if you could, on the back of the map, put perhaps these leads that led to nowhere that you weren't able to fully investigate. And
All we
perhaps
have
maybe
were-
we can, ask around for you. It wouldn't hurt, right?
Of course not.
Thank you.
The leads,
Snap,
right?
zap!
They were, yes, thank you. Sorry.
Please.
Oh wow, it's hot in here.
Please, I have some other business to attend to in town. So
Of course. I will hop right to the point as he like continuously flips his
Thank
vision
you.
back to Vivian. Okay. The leads we have were witnesses who saw Brick several times on several different weeks near the Turner residence. I know that it's his delivery route, but when I tell you that this is the only possible lead we have, I mean, I know, I lived here, right? I grew up here in Urchin's Landing. I know Brick and I know Skirtal and I know his family who's owned the Rampant Roach forever. They're a good family and he's a good kid, but there's too many questions unanswered for too many people for me not to pursue it.
Go ahead.
Might I speak up for a moment?
Yes, my young master, yes.
Oh,
Do you also have the house cast want to?
No. I'm no one important.
Honorary class, whatever. What answer his question?
I will refrain from bowing, my lord.
You
Thank
you said that there were multiple kidnappings, correct?
Yes, yes, multiple, yeah.
And is Brick connected to any of those other kidnappings or just this one?
No. And he ushers for all of you to come in closer. He wants to. Okay. Between you and me, I don't think anybody we know is responsible for these kidnappings. The cartways where they're all disappearing from are well traveled, even to people who don't necessarily use carts. People use them as shortcuts all the time. It would be easy to slip them somewhere deeper into the tunnels. It would be incredibly easy. I think there's something more black market going on, something much bigger than Brick and Skirtal. But don't you tell any of the other guardsmen that, or they're going to think I'm a paranoid weirdo.
No, we, well, I at least believe something similar. Might I ask some details on the other people who were kidnapped? Were they all young females like Roslyn, or were some of them different in any way?
We've had colds be taken, half elves. We've had one full elf. I don't know why they live here. Usually elves prefer the forest, you know what I mean? It's much nicer out there. At every shape, color, size, species, race.
So the only connections
Every
is the
gender.
cartways?
Yeah.
Now, were they all taken from the cartways? Because the girl was taken from her home.
Oh, they were all known to frequently use the cartways. It was in all of our witness testimonies, they all said the same thing. They took the cartways home for a shortcut.
I just had an idea.
What's your idea?
We lean even closer.
I say, what if we set a trap? One of us gets taken from the cartways, eh?
You know, I was thinking the same thing, but then you said it out loud, and it seems kind of like a bad idea when said out loud.
It's a great idea.
I love that idea.
Yeah,
Good
which
idea.
one of us looks most
Vulnerable is Kinder.
Well,
How do you?
Yeah.
I think maybe we could set a trap. Try to find them, follow them. Maybe we'll find the other folk.
One of us has a cart, and then we're carrying the cart along, but the cart is covered and it's got the rest of us in it. And then once they pick us up, we yank them into the cart and we ask them questions.
I like it.
Has anyone been traveling by cart been abducted, or has it just been lone wanderers?
Well, honestly, the first ones were the deliverymen who use the cartways quite frequently, actually.
Okay.
That might be a good idea then, I suppose. Good job, Yuki.
You guys, as you are talking amongst yourselves with the commander, you see one of the less finely dressed officers walk in, accompanied by a blue kobold. He is a deep regal blue. He is he's got a white linen shirt, and somehow he has gotten a hold of some very soft looking black leather pants, and he does wear a sort of harness that if this were a different setting, it would look like a 1930s PI.
You explain yourself.
Quarrel.
Who are you?
Who are you?
I heard you're asking for me.
Oh,
yeah.
God, the voice.
What's up? We talked about Newsies. Could not do some sort of exaggerated New York Newsies accent, all right? What's going on? Who are you?
Who are you?
Why are you asking for me, all right?
Because you're asking around.
You're asking questions.
Right.
We're a group of concerned citizens trying to solve this problem just like you are.
Right, Bill. Let me take these guys to the corner for a second. Just let me have a corner. Oh, okay. And he ushers you off into the to a corner where he like pushes all the guards away. He's letting Quarrel do pretty much whatever he wants, basically, because all the evidence they had, Quarrel found anyway, because this is their first encounter with anything crazy. So you can tell that Quarrel's been leading command, less so than the commander, if you catch my drift.
What have you found?
Look, all right, I know you were at the girl's house. I saw you there the other day. I saw you there last night, all right? If you would have rolled higher on perception, you would have seen me too, but you did.
Well, we can't all be like you, Blue Kobold. What was his name? What was your name?
Quarrel. My name's Quarrel.
Quarrel. All right. Strange.
What is your name? Goatman?
No.
It's a goat.
Quarrel.
You got a goat on a goat?
Coral, I would just like to say that I'm very flattered that you are taking your time to admire us from afar. And she's going to touch herself and cast a lure on herself. And I was just wondering if there is something we could do to help you and if you are working on any new leads. And my name is Vivian, and this is his lordship, Solus.
Oh.
And
You don't need to do your little silver-tongued thing on me, all right? All right, I know who you are. I know you've been staying with Brick and Scartle. It's all right. All right.
You know,
I'll tell you anything you need to know. You don't need to
Yeah.
put on yes. It's fine.
All right.
Then answer our questions. What do you know?
Well, luckily, I was able to get there before the guards trampled all over all the evidence. All right, so I know I got a pretty distinct healed footprint. It's pretty small, definitely made from a healed boot. I know that. The strides were far apart, so I know they were running, right? And I don't know about you, but I don't know any kobolds that wear heels. It was much too big for a kobold, much too small for like a 6'5" super jack dude, though.
And the stride was too big for a goblin.
Oh yeah, too big for a goblin, for sure. I know that I was following up with the City Watch. Yeah, they do got some witnesses, but it's pretty circumstantial. I wouldn't really call it a certainty that Brick did this. In fact, I know he didn't.
Hey, we know he didn't too. Huh?
Same.
See, we're all on the same page. Good.
That's good.
Maybe you're not such bad investigators yourselves.
What do you know about carts? Do you own one? Would you like to come with us to the cartways?
Well, actually, I was trying to find you guys so I could ask you about that, because I know I went to go talk to Skartal a couple days ago before I saw you. And as he starts talking, right, you hear a shatter. A moment of silence passes, and as you look around, you can see there is a piece of cobblestone from the ground outside in the pile of glass shards.
What was that?
Do we see anyone outside still?
You can go ahead and take a peek outside. You see all the other officers looking around confused.
Wait.
I don't hear any footsteps running. I don't catch. Can I roll perception or
Yeah, you can roll
investigate?
perception.
Goosh is gonna run outside and like throw the door open and be like,
All right.
"Hey, who did
As
that?"
you throw the door open, you see a mob of people starting to swarm this barracks. And same time that Goosh does his signature door kick, you hear a barrage of thumps, more shattering, more windows crashing. A cobblestone starts to fly in from the sides, and the rest of you finally, even though you're not outside, you can hear the absolute stampede of this mob coming up. It's shouting over one another. It's full on. They got torches, they got rocks, and they are coming for this station.
I got
The Sam Hill.
Vivian is gonna shut the door and look to the commander and say, "Do you have a back door?"
I mean, I don't know.
Ow.
Back door, like for
right
yeah,
now,
gotcha.
right now.
Yeah.
Do we have a
right now?
barricade of some
Back
sort?
door.
Solus is gonna brace the door while she's asking that
wait,
question.
wait. Can
Okay,
we
the
just-
door is thumping open. You hear a thump.
He's gonna throw his entire
Oh.
weight against it.
What's Yuki doing?
Quickly, we need to either
Just
evacuate
wait.
or take a stand.
There's always a third option.
Thump.
Don't like how that sounds.
Yuki goes, you may want to shield your eyes and let
As
the
you
door
say
go.
that, I would like to remind all of you that these are no hired bandits in a marketplace. These are normal day-to-day citizens, and if they die at
Yeah.
your hands,
I got you.
will still be cool.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
a
not
healer.
killing
I don't
people.
kill people. Would you trust Yuki? Huh?
I don't.
Okay.
I really
Shield your
don't.
eyes.
But
The
I
door
don't trust
thuds
you. I
open and
really
clatters to the ground.
Great.
we're leaving, all right?
You-
Yes.
You see
I'm
the
covering my eyes. I want
dragonborn
to see
and
what
the two
I want to see what Yuki
half-elves.
does.
Yuki goes, okay.
Solus is gonna cover his eyes. I have no other options. He does whatever Yuki says.
Yuki.
Oh
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, you see Quarrel desperately trying to get your guys' attention and starts pointing to a door that goes straight out the back.
Just
Oh.
gonna give us a moment, yeah?
Do whatever you're gonna do.
Great. Yuki falls to the ground, like a fainting goat, almost just flops to the ground, and casts Memento Mori on himself. Void speech
What?
kind of like comes out of his mouth. It basically transforms him into a horrifying vision of death, rotting, crawling with maggots. Everybody that visibly sees him must make a charisma saving throw or be stunned. So the goal is to stun everybody and bolt.
Okay, we're all standing there with our eyes covered.
All right. Here's the issue I have with that.
Oh no.
There's
Oh,
like
no.
50 people.
Well, at least get the first few.
Yeah, we're just trying to stun some of the crowd, I guess.
We'll take chunks of 10, I guess. We'll make 5 charisma.
Yeah.
saving throws. What was the DC again?
Yeah.
The DC for this one is 13. They gotta make a 13. May these normal ass folk roll poorly.
Watch them all
you
get nat
see-
20s.
You see a group trying to
Just
climb
another
in from
day.
the windows in a corner, paralyzed in fear. The next one also trying to climb in through the windows like a wave. They also stop in their tracks, just absolutely afraid. The ones coming through the middle, though, through the front door, they look taken aback, but ultimately their resolve is strong. They are
Great.
undeterred. Next to them, they see that their friends next to them are steadfast, and they have the resolve to not be terrified of that. And after seeing the first 2 groups and then the next 2 groups, the third group of
So
10,
30 of the 50 don't stop.
No.
Great.
Okay.
Um,
Solus is
as-
gonna scoop Yuki up and we gotta go. We gotta go.
Nala's already out the back door, no doubt.
Vivian, on her way out, is going to take some dust from a pouch and
Nice.
cast sleep on the crowd as she tries to
Nice.
step
The rest
out
of the
door.
crowd's smart.
Okay.
You guys are
we're
so
just gonna make
smart.
this a one thing.
Try to save the city guard. They may be goobers, but they're trying to do the right thing, you know?
Hey, their
Oh.
job is to deal with the
Oof,
public.
yeah.
This is their thing.
Yeah. So, you see, even the guard, some of whom
Nice.
have started to grab like stools and chairs to like try and get people back.
This is your
they
crowd
start to,
control,
like,
Zobeck?
yeah, you know what? They failed so bad that everyone just slowly starts to like chill out for a second before slowly finding themselves on the ground.
Yes.
And,
That's awesome.
Yeah. gonna
Yuki
say
looks
that
up
the-
in Solus' arms and goes, "Did we do? Are they gone?" I
So
look
how
just
many-
like dead.
Did how many are left? Like, did Vivian put a bunch of them to sleep? Like, what's going on?
Everyone present, the ones paralyzed in fear, I'm gonna go ahead and say they fled, and everyone else is asleep. 'Cause that was
Cool.
a super bad fail.
Are we still trying to get away?
I don't. This has never happened before. Usually, when people, rush me for, attack,
Well,
it doesn't end well.
your lordship, it is not my first time that a mob has tried to kill me, so
Me neither. But usually, it ends with a lot more bloodshed, and my
Hey, me
sword doesn't
neither.
usually stay in its sheath.
Did you see this kobold standing like behind you as you guys are towards the back door, but not quite out yet? All right. That was not the way I thought that was going to play out. I'm not going to let you. Look,
darling. Thank you for the compliment. We are actually quite capable, and we're so happy to be working with you now.
all right, Dollface. I'm no one's darling, but I appreciate it.
Are the guards still awake?
No.
Oh, they're also asleep.
Yep.
Ooh, what do we do?
What happens on that one?
So Solus is gonna he's gonna realize he's still holding Yuki and be like, I'm just gonna put him down very gently.
I like snap
Sorry.
and I look normal again and
Yeah.
not like a rotting corpse.
Good. He's gonna put him down. Sorry, I just instinct.
I've
Get you out of
never had
there.
anybody scoop me up like that before. Bye.
I've never seen a mob like that before. I've been here for a while too.
What
Now
is this stand-up comedy duo of Yuki and Coral? I love
Live in
it.
Zobeck long enough, you're bound to see a riot or four.
So everyone is asleep, including and he's gonna gesture at the commander. So are we like technically in charge of what do we do?
All right. I think I got a guy who can help you. I'll take you to meet my employer.
Well, I feel like we shouldn't leave the angry mob that only stopped because we put them to sleep here.
You know where that angry mob is gonna go? They're taking out the city watch, and then they're gonna take justice into their own hands. All right.
That's true.
If I'm gonna look out for the people of Urchin's Landing, people of this neighborhood, this is my street. All right, this is my neighborhood. I'm gonna look out for them. I gotta take you to meet my employer. I can't
go, I guess.
You know what? You look so brave and handsome when you give just a very heartfelt speech like that when you're looking out for other people.
You know, I like the cut of your jib a little bit.
Jib?
I like your funny words.
Are there a lot of them inside of the building? Like, did a lot of them make it in before they fell asleep?
So there's some that are out in like the front little, I guess, awning section that are just kind of slumped against the front, the stoop of the city guard, if you will. There's a few that are half asleep, just like bent over the railings of the windows.
Me too.
But the vast majority are.
I would say attacking the city guard is like not okay.
It's not, but also like how many city guard are in this room that we're in?
About
So many?
15. Yeah. The rest of them are on their patrols, or they are out pursuing possible leads for the ongoing.
Do they look like they have any sending stones or any kind of scrolls to send messages that we could like send a message?
Go ahead and roll investigation.
I'm gonna go find that
rolling so good today.
handsome half orc.
He was the one that we were talking to, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
he
fine.
is passed out roughly in the center.
Yeah, Goose just runs up to him and
Good
give him a swift
God!
kick, a little kick in the side, and just be like, "Wake up!"
Make a strength check, please.
I rolled a 1, so I don't find a thing.
No.
Oh,
Not a
nice.
There
thing.
appears to be a door ajar that one of you has opened.
I'm
23.
gonna go open that door.
23. You see him stir for a second. I need a second. I'm late for work. And then he runs back over.
All right, well, that's not going to work.
Okay.
Hey, wait.
Yes.
Here's a question. Do they have cells here?
I don't
one
know.
more time?
Like cells? The city guard arrests people, right?
Yes, you would know that there in every barracks right underneath there are some cells.
So, I say, for the safety of all, we choose one group and just lock them up. If they can't get to the city guard, then they can't harm them. If the city guard decides to lock up all these folk who attacked them, well, then they can't start a riot. Just put one of them in a cage.
That's fair. I
Okay.
guess.
It's going to take an awful long time to do that, I think.
Yeah.
How long does that
15.
stun last?
We should probably just go and let them figure it
Ah,
out. They're all
they're
gonna
gonna
wake
burn
up
this
at the
place to the
same
ground.
time.
They're gonna burn it to the ground.
Look, whatever
That's
you want to
fair.
do, that's fine. I'll stick around mostly because you don't know the way. I'll show you. But yeah, I am not looking forward to encountering those guys' friends. Where there's one angry mob angry over dozens of families being torn apart, there's probably a dozen more waiting
That's
in the
true.
wings.
We should.
All right. Well,
Let's
just
go. Let's just go. They're all gonna wake up at the same time. All the guards fell asleep at the same time. They'll all wake up at the same time. They have a fair chance to get out. Just leave the door open in the back. We gotta go. We have bigger things to worry about.
Get on the road.
do the
Right.
city guard have keys to the city or to this neighborhood?
I thought you meant like a legitimate like key to the city, like a ward, and I was like,
No,
we
no.
take-
Like, do
we
they?
take their-
Is there like a, like whoever's in charge usually
No, I
has
get
really
you
important
now.
keys to
I
like
get you
vaults
now.
and
I was like,
doors
we're
and.
taking their prestige with us. Give me that.
You know that
Take your
Commander Brightville's probably your best bet, but he is very. He's dressed for like work leisure.
Oh, so
not
he's
wearing his normal.
he's not
like,
wearing his
iron
stuff.
armor or anything.
All right. Well, I snatched the map that he gave us where they like marked all the stuff and of the neighborhood and stick it in my moldy backpack and.
Yum.
Mm.
Whenever-
Delectable.
Solus is gonna turn to Coral whenever you're ready.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Now, a couple things I got to warn you about. All right, listen up. My employer, very respected, high-ranking man. All right, he may not hold an official position of power, if you catch my drift, but he is very powerful behind the scenes. Right, so no disrespect. Freak out.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is your employer the Kobold King?
Oh, god damn it!
Knew
I
it.
thought I was being real subtle.
No, we already had an audience with him today.
Of
This
course
evening.
you did. A few adventurers wander into the city and they just automatically get an audience, but I had to wait 6 months. It's ridiculous.
What can I
You know
do?
how long I've been scouting?
I don't.
I mean, we appreciate the help and all.
I get it. Y'all are heroes. All right, let me just take you.
That's a stretch of the word, but sure.
You look like a bunch of heroes to me.
Oh, Coral.
Go on.
I'm a hero.
Here,
Fair enough. So should we just go to the Kobold King like now, I suppose?
Yes.
I mean, like I
What are we
said, if
waiting
you guys got something you need to do, you can do it, but I can't leave.
I need to
I'm
talk
going
to the
talk
king.
your ear off. I swear I'll talk your ear off.
Oh, so you're staying here and we're going to the Kobold King by ourselves?
No,
Okay.
I'm going with you no matter where you goes.
Oh, you're staying. Okay, all right. Sorry, it's
What,
gonna.
like you're gonna find the entrance to the lair of the Kobold King?
Oh,
Okay,
excuse-
all right. You know what we. You
himself.
know
Let's
things we
go.
don't know. Just take
All
us there, huh?
right, back off. I'm taking you. Oh my god. All right, and he starts to man on a mission, head down these alleyways, making twists and turns. He's not hard to follow though. He's aware of your pace. You're big folk. He knows you take big old steps. Yeah, and as you make your journey, now is the perfect time for a 10-minute break.
You're so smart, Mackenzie.
Well, I guess we'll be back. We're going to take a 10. Perfect time for all of you to take a bio break, for us to take a bio break. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes, everybody. Don't go anywhere.
See ya.
Bye.
Why did I give a thumbs
Welcome
up?
back, everybody. Thank
The
you.
most silent greeting ever. Just silence.
I'm so sorry.
I love it so much. All of us were like,
What's gonna happen?
I love it.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
We back.
Went
We
to the
back.
bathroom. But yes, okay, so where we left off. You are following Quarrel. He's got a torch out in front of the group of you as he's winding through the back alleys of Zobeck. You can see onlookers, different people. You notice like it's daylight, he doesn't really need a torch, like it's maybe noon at the latest. But as certain like groups of beggars or street urchins will like start to approach you, the second they see Quarrel with this torch, they back off of you. You see that people, as you get more and more towards the back alleyways, it is more populated. You start to hear more voices. It's not quite as quiet because there aren't 50 people knocked out or fleeing. He brings you to this kind of back street, back I almost said like back.
All right.
All right, I enjoyed that.
Thank you. I do what I can.
So this little like back alley area, and there's this rather nice looking building. It's made out of oaken logs. It's well put together. It's noticeably cleaner than the rest of its surroundings. It smells nice, like lots and lots of food. And there you can see a lot of the residential areas, like beggars and street urchins sort of come in and out the front doors, big open door policy, as you can tell. And he pushes open the door and leads you inside, and on a scrap metal throne right in the middle of this giant room, you can see other hallways shooting off, but right in the middle of this throne room is a scrap metal throne, and on it you see Kodo Cragclaw, the Kobold King, adorned in somehow he's adorned in both the like humbleness and finery, the best that the city street urchins can pick from people's pockets.
Can I get that name one more time?
That is Kodo Cragclaw.
Oh, okay. Lots of alliteration there.
That's a name right there.
That is a name, isn't
Good for
it?
him.
Does it look like I bow?
Solus does too.
Oof. As soon as you both bow, he turns his attention to you, and he says, "Quarrelling, you've come back. Excellent. And these must be Scourgeall's friends. Excellent, excellent. Proper slayers. That's what they look like. Yeah. Could use a couple of you guys on my team.
Know who we are already, huh?
Of course. Do you think anything goes on in Urchin's Landing without Kodo Cragclaw knowing about it?
No, I don't.
I try. As you can tell, this is not the nicest of neighborhoods, all right? These are my people here. I look out for them. They look out for me. But so far, up until recently, that was working out fine. People started turning their attention towards Urchin's Landing. More than 20 people, you big folk, going missing. It's unheard of. And the fact that they would look at a kobold ever for this kind of thing, it doesn't make any sense. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Pleasure to be of service.
Right.
So do you know who took that girl?
No. I was hoping that you guys
Great.
did, if I'm being completely honest.
Well, I was hoping
Coral.
that if you know everything that goes on around here, you might have known what exactly happened there. Because having a hard time figuring it out. Seems to be a lot of loose ends sort of flapping about.
If I may, Mr. Mushroom Man.
My name's Goosh.
I'm sorry, Goosh. If I may, Goosh. Before we were so rudely interrupted by flying rocks, I was gonna tell you guys, and then I figured I might as well get everyone in the same setting, share it all together. I think I found it. Yeah. Okay, so there's this little place in the cartways, right? You make the wrong turn, you're suddenly lost, super dark. You end up in those old catacombs. Hey, you remember those old Kodo? You remember those catacombs? We used to skip rocks there as kids. It was funny.
This guy.
Alright.
Okay.
Catacombs.
What? What about them?
I found
Is
this.
that where we found that goblin?
You found him in the cartways, and now see the catacombs that he's referring to are connected to the cartways, but the cartways are much more close in elevation and in like actual distance to the town itself. If you think about like the tunnels under Disneyland, that's going to be the cartways. If you go down steps into hell, into like a deep dark room, that's gonna be your catacombs.
Okay, can I pull out the map that he just
You
gave
got
us?
a map?
Map! Ching!
Yeah, let's see it.
Can I see the catacombs? Marked?
So they are not marked on your map, indicating that they have been closed off. They're not for public
Useless!
use. But you do see that there is one particular entrance to the cartways that a lot of people are known to use. One particular, whether it's coming or going, there's a lot of X's next to it to indicate that a lot of people were using that particular one to navigate.
Hey!
So, did we have something we were going to ask the king? I can't remember.
Well, so we were coming to tell you that everybody's upset because the kobolds are being blamed for this, but you already know that.
Oh.
Yeah, of course I know that.
Oh.
Right, of course
I
you
know
did.
that.
Well, I guess, what's that word you all? Help. We are here to help.
Right.
I think that's the first time I've been offered help for free. Of course, yeah. What do you need?
Hold on just one moment. Free? We have to eat too, but we won't be terribly expensive, even though we are extremely valuable in the health department. But perhaps since you are a king, you can compensate us fairly and generously.
Well, I mean,
Solus is gonna lean in to Vivian and be like, Skirtle is paying us fairly handsomely. I think we can
Solus,
help them.
we can double dip. It's called double dipping.
He just stares at her. That's literally the face he makes. He just... That is...
I'm sorry, what?
We were just wondering what you are going to pay for us to help resolve your public relations issue, because a lot of people are very angry at your community, and we would very much like to help you, but it is getting very dangerous, and supplies do cost money, like potions of healing and perhaps armor and weapons and things like this. You know, it's just very standard, actually.
Okay. Roll persuasion.
She's
I'll
gonna
do it
touch
for
herself and cast Allure before she does.
Is he just like hot girl moment?
Yeah, flip of the hair, slow motion.
Yep.
Yeah.
She is
100%.
the apex predator.
14 plus this d6, 20.
Good lord.
All right. Okay. You make a valid point, Miss. Didn't catch her
Vivian.
name. Vivian. Lovely.
Vivian.
Yes. How about if you can get to the bottom of this for us? I can give you a grand sum of 200 gold.
That's
Is
it?
that? Hey. Is that? I can throw in something from my armory.
Solus just kind of waves his hand. I forgo
That's perfect.
payment.
Your lordship, I know you're being very humble right now, but your stipend is 200 gold a day, and this is very dangerous work. So
200 gold sounds great to me.
You see, the my lord, Kodo just widens his eyes because Kodo is not the king in the traditional sense, more like
I gathered.
yeah, the Kobold king. I think of it more like a street name.
Solus
he's
Solus is gonna level Vivian with a look that is very much, you're pushing it. Just very much that.
Your kingliness, gold, I have no use for gold. So, but you said you're, well connected. You have, other resources. I like magical things, this dark, magical things. Does your armory have those?
We might be able to rustle something up. You mean in color or in use?
I mean, it will match, but I mean, like, just a little, leans. We can talk about it, but you have some magical stuff?
I'll go ahead and, if you're successful, you can have a pick of a couple things. Don't rob me.
That sounds more than fair. That's all we're asking for is a fair treatment.
That sounds. I can agree. And
Then we're all in agreement.
Look, if you guys want to do this, we can go ahead and do this. I know exactly where this place is.
Oh,
we can do it now. We can wait till night. What do you?
Were people taken at night?
I mean, it's really hard to determine what time of day they're taken.
Is he talking about like going like into like the catacombs and just like seeing what's down there, or like, or are we talking about springing the trap that Yuki proposed earlier?
Whatever you guys want to do, he's down to do.
Oh,
this dude is
well, let's think about
to
it.
seeing this quest through.
The girl was taken in the middle of the night. You said we got the files, right, from the city guard? Yeah. What does it?
You word of mouth, the leads, and everything. That was all evidence.
So, can we remember?
God, they suck at this.
Was there a trend in terms of when people went missing? Like they were traveling at night from A to B and didn't make it to B?
I thought it was just people going missing from their homes that happened to use the causeways.
But all the exits showed that they went missing from the causeways, right?
So from the X's, they have dates and approximate times next to them.
Okay.
You can tell that not only has it escalated in times between kidnappings, but also the location. So where Rosalind Turner, the reason why everyone's all up in arms about her, is the first one who did not disappear from the cartways, is what you can gather.
They're getting desperate. People aren't taking the causeways anymore. They can't get people.
Well, then they'll
So-
be happy enough to find some folk who are traveling by themselves.
I say,
Okay.
yeah.
We wait till tonight
And
and
Get a
spring a
cart,
trap.
stuff everybody in there.
Who is
Iskander.
going to...
Everyone, right? Stuff everybody in the cart.
You think that Iskander, and he's going to gesture at Iskander, is going to be able to push all of us in a car?
Wait, no, we have a
We
goat.
can use. Yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
okay, may I see that map for a moment?
Oh yeah, I balled it up and like tossed it when it seemed irrelevant. I unfurl it and hand it back to you.
Thank you.
Sorry.
And DM, Vivian's going to look to make sure that we are targeting a causeway that is sort of in the center of all of the initial abductions for the causeways.
Yeah, you said there were like a lot of over crossing X's at one point.
Yeah. It's yeah.
Yeah, Vivian's going to point to a location. This looks like a nice location, kind of in the middle of where they seem to be appearing. And I would not doubt that wherever they are going is directly around this entrance.
Ted
What did I
right into
say?
the middle of it.
Yeah, follow the X's. Or X marks the spot? What is it?
Same difference.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Maybe, you and Norla can maybe make the loop a few times.
That's
Do
right.
Who? All right, cart all of us in it. That'll be delightful. What a way to spend a night.
So what's your guys's?
We're gonna find a cart, which I'm assuming we can probably get a cart from these folks.
Yeah.
Tie Narla to it. Put Iskandir up at the front with Narla so that Iskandir is driving the cart.
Yes.
And the rest of us are
Most
inside the
innocent
cart, but covered with some sort of tarp or something.
We're
I
Trojan
think.
horsing this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trojan horse kind of situation.
But isn't it
Vivian-
still like the middle of the day? Like we ate breakfast. And
We
then
can do.
went to
We
the
can.
con-
Yeah, we would.
It
We
is
have time.
about. It was about an hour of weaving in and out, so it's a little after noon.
We should wait
Yeah.
till dark.
We
Make it
sh-
easy.
So
Right.
I have an idea actually. I don't really want to be under a tarp and, just be hanging out all night with no one to see me and appreciate my gift to the world. So I was going to just maybe hang out at the corner and play a little music and
Oh, right, right.
But they might not be so keen to attack someone if there's someone around,
Oh,
a witness.
That's the gist. Yes.
well,
You'd have to hide.
it's totally against what I want to do, but
Well,
It's a
you
team
know,
effort.
if Vivian doesn't want to be in the cart, we could switch jobs.
That is true. A
I
damsel
mean,
in
that is
distress.
true. And Iskander really, I don't want his little rabbity heart to beat so fast that it just pops. So,
can
and
you look
kidnapping is-
innocent?
I can look very innocent, actually.
Solus
Okay.
laughs out loud.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying. Iskander has the. Iskander is.
But maybe they're
Uh,
desperate enough to try and attack someone who doesn't look so innocent.
I don't look as virginal as Iskander, but I'm definitely
That's the word I was
Well-
thinking of.
right. It's all right. I'm here to help you understand, people like Iskander. but-
Thank you. I just don't.
Well, you know what? Now I want to sit in the front of the car.
No,
I
you're
can
not.
do it. No,
No,
I can do it.
like Solus. I'm putting my foot down. No, get in the cart. Not right now, but you're no. Look at no.
I think we got a plan then.
I have a
Alright.
question. Did these cartways have a ceiling?
Yes, they did. They're
Oh.
pretty short.
They're like okay. They're like
they're just
low.
meant for. They're pretty low.
Okay.
None of you would have to crouch, including you, Vivian. But you could feel your hair bristling. against the
Oh,
ceiling if you
okay.
walk
So
down.
yeah. Okay.
A tight squeeze. Hate that.
They are a little bit wide, almost like sewers.
Yeah, they're like an
But
R.
they
Yeah.
are-
Gotcha.
Yeah, but like a short.
All right, Darla. Put your ears on.
We have time. We might as well prepare. Is there
Is,
anything to be?
Yeah, what would you guys like to do?
Well, we're gonna have to acquire a cart.
Yeah, so I'm going to say that a couple of the kobold guards of his went to go get you a cart that will fit all of you.
Excellent.
As well as some like hay to throw just over the top of you and like some kind of tarp. Make it look good.
As soon as the hay is thrown over, Vivian is just going to kind of look at that hay and look at herself, and then look at the hay and
Not happening.
yeah.
I mean,
You waiting for someone to ask you if you want to have a role in it? Is that what's going on?
Solus, we can talk about that later when we're not around the children, if you'd like.
why would you roll in hay?
I'm
That's itchy.
good. He's just gonna look at. He looks. I'm good, and just looks up. I'm good.
I'm 19. I'm an adult.
Sure. So sure. You tell him. You tell him.
And you just kind of, as soon as Solus tries to like, you tell him, he's gonna look down, defeated.
Oh no,
like,
my boy.
I am, and then he's just gonna go quiet.
That's right, Iskander. We believe you. That's fine.
I hop in the cart.
Are we have we fast
I'm
forwarded
good.
to
I
the
don't
time
need
to
to-
go?
Okay.
I don't need to do any preparation or anything, so I'm good to go.
You guys
I
good?
guess in the time that we spent, Solus was just kind of sharpening his sword. We were all just hanging out,
Fair
vibing.
enough. Fair enough.
Yeah,
It's
he's
daylight
good.
saving times. The sun goes down at 5 p.m. It's fine.
Iskander will spend more time looking at the wood carving, just getting to know it a bit better.
Pondering his
Yeah, you are
carving.
starting to
Yeah.
get a pretty good feel for the properties of this. It seems to share the same sort of energy that you have, and perhaps Solus has as well.
Can I spend my time memorizing the cartway map?
Yes, you can.
I feel like that might come in handy.
I will go ahead and give you advantage on, if you do that, you can have advantage on investigation as far as navigating the cartways
Cool.
or survival checks within the cartways.
Sick.
I'm gonna say that Solus spends his time. If anyone were to pay attention, you'd see him kind of goes off by himself after he spends his time kind of preparing to, fight. He takes out from his little satchel, so like some stationery, and you see him start and stop the same letter several times before balling it up and putting it back in his bag, and just kind of running a hand over his face and later, and just kind of gets up and goes back to trying to focus on the battle once more.
Oh, Solus, you romantic. All right.
So dashing.
Through the little slit-like windows that they have, you can see that the sun starts to set. Golden hour sets in. You guys are ready. And as it dips below the horizon, the kobold guards give it about 30 more minutes of very nervous anticipation before they ask you guys kindly to all jump inside the cart and wheel you out.
Before Iskander gets in the cart,
Yes.
he's gonna look to Vivian and he's gonna say, Vivian,
Mm-hmm.
do you remember the day we met, the morning after, and you said that I needed to stop talking about my mother and start taking charge of my own destiny. Do you remember that?
I do.
Well, could you please ride in the back so I could ride up front?
And what are you going to do for me if I do that for you?
Whatever you want. I'll give you my share of the coin if that's what you require. I ask anything. I need to do this.
Well, since you asked so nicely and you just promised me whatever I wanted for perhaps the rest of your life, I don't mind doing that at all.
I guess Yes, that is the conclusion that could be drawn from the words I just said. Oh boy. I still want to go through with it. Whatever you want.
Well, that is perfectly fine. I think I will do that.
Oh.
I'm going to hate every moment of it, but I will endure for you. Because we're such good friends, Iskander.
Vivian, thank you.
You're welcome, Iskander. I'm so happy to be your friend and that we have so much trust between us.
Yeah. Trust, yeah.
So, Iskander, you are going to be on the card.
Yes.
Okay. Are you guys going to that central point that Vivian pointed out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
the plan is to just make it look like he's walking through.
All right, excellent. So Narla sets off. Iskander in the lead, the rest of you in the cart. After about 15 minutes, you make your way to that particular central entrance to the cartways and descend within. You guys are about, I'll call it 5 minutes into, they're barely subterranean, but subterranean tunnels. It starts to get darker, quieter. Till all you can hear is the dripping of groundwater coming from above, hitting the stone floor as you pass. Would all of you roll perception for me?
I'm gonna have Narla do it because Narla gets advantage.
Yeah,
Oh my
absolutely.
Lord.
Let's go.
5 for Vivian.
19 for Iskander.
So 16 one for Narla. 17 for Narla. But hers is all it's not visual, it's auditory.
It's all auditory, it's like focused.
It's like what does she hear? She has like keen hearing.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Narla gives out what almost seems to be a bleat, just like a, and then back to heading down the cartways.
I poke my scary eyes up just above the hay line. I go, eyes forward, kid. Narla hears something.
Yeah. Can Iskander see anything with his 19?
Yeah. You think over about 50 feet further down the tunnel. It is dimly lit and hard to see. You think you see something move.
Immediately casts mage armor on himself.
Okay. Noted. Is mage armor somatic?
That's a good question. Yes,
Somatic or...
it is. It is verbal, somatic, and material.
Okay, the second that you start to command your mage armor into existence, you see a cloaked figure look up at you. It drops the rope in its hands and darts deep into a very dark section of the cartways.
Narla, go! Narla, follow!
Yep.
Yeah, look, I poke my head up and I go, get! And smack her on the hiney.
No, now.
She does a
Get on
little
the plane.
goat gallop that's like maybe the same speed as your walking speed.
Oh
Amazing.
man.
Y'all are heavy.
Too
Vivian
slow.
Yeah.
is
Just
gonna
pop
get
out
out.
and start running.
Yeah, I was gonna
Solus
say, I
pops
pop
out
out.
and starts running as well.
Okay.
I ride Narla because Narla's faster than I am.
Fair enough. I decided that since Solus got a 2, he was too busy glaring at Vivian in the back of the thing 'cause his boy is up front.
Yeah, leave the car behind.
Yeah, Iskander's hopping right off and following last as everyone else decides to go in front of him. He wasn't aware.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a marching order as you turn down towards this very dark tunnel.
I think it's Goosh, then Vivian, then Solus, because I think that's the order in which we said
Yep.
we were going.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Goosh.
Uki and Iskander. I think Uki
Yep.
started off first, but I don't know what
Yeah.
your speed is versus Iskander.
Well, I'm running Narlis, and Narlis is 50.
Okay.
Dang.
Oh
Open
yeah.
it.
She's a cave
Fucking-
goat. She has fingers instead of hooves.
So do you try to pass people as you're still in this wide hallway?
Yeah, you could get in front if you wanted to.
Narla, okay, question. Are the walls smooth? Like, have they been finished, or are they, like, rocky, unfinished
They're very
bits?
rocky.
Narla takes to the walls. That's what she does is climb, because I have twice the speed when climbing.
Unsettling.
Yeah, this truly unsettling sight comes before you as Narla and Uki make their way to the front of the lineup, seemingly defying gravity.
Her little goat
I'll
hands
try.
are just
Going.
grabbing the wall.
I'm so
Oh,
freaked out.
God.
So disturbed.
Is she-
Braves
are they
that
running up?
mineral.
Are you running upside down or are you running on the side of the wall? I need to know for visuals.
That's a good question. I imagine not directly upside down, because I'd have to hang on, but, like, maybe to the
Right.
side, or just, like, I use it to go
Straight.
around you all, yeah.
Unbelievable.
I love it.
You know what? I'm going to go
Wild
ahead
time.
and take a closer look at the Eldritch God Narla's character sheet after this.
Yeah, it's a crazy, and she's just a beast. Like, she's got like 11 HP, but like, she's handy.
Yeah, da.
Yep.
Come up with
Oh.
some stuff for that.
Are we keeping pace with this shadow or have we lost them?
So you have been able to maintain them until they turn down a particularly narrow set of stairs descending down.
Oh, yeah.
As you look, as you approach this threshold, this doorway, you look down and it begins to get darker and darker until there's an almost eerie glow at the bottom. You can't quite place where it's coming from.
Even with my dark vision, I don't really see much.
You can see that there is a light down there, but the staircase is quite long and quite narrow, so it is limiting the amount of light coming through. You can tell. It is
Gotta get
you,
in there.
We'll say it's
Yeah,
you
I'm
who
going.
relays that there's stuff down
Yeah, we'll keep trotting.
Solus is gonna like call over his shoulder. Are we doing this?
How dark
Vivian.
is it?
Is it pitch?
Or magical
So
darkness?
It's not magical. It never gets quite pitch black, but it's just underground and an unlit narrow stairwell until you get to the bottom. If you
Do
can
you
kind
have
of-
dark vision, Vivian?
Yes.
Yes.
I should.
Damn.
I know that. I'm pretty sure I do. I think I have 120
Yes, 50.
feet.
Yeah.
Dang.
Vivian
I
has
don't have
60.
that much.
She's going to hand one of the potions of healing to Goosh and then one to Solus.
Smart.
Aw.
Smart. Pockets.
Solus is gonna in his bag and give her a nod. Good thinking.
I mean, I'm an
Correct,
underground critter, so I can see about 120 feet. So I don't know if I can see anybody running or any tracks or trail or.
You can make out the feet of the figure as they kind of like, you know how when you like look down a staircase, there's like a point where it cuts off.
Yeah.
You witness them run deeper into whatever is down at the bottom, whatever room is down there before the ceiling of the stairwell cuts off your line of sight.
I can see them.
All right,
Let's go.
Do you guys see the map?
Yeah.
Yeah, hot dog.
Yes.
Let me bring that up for everybody here.
All right, so
There
several
we go.
staggered sets of stairs journey deep into the structured subterranean realms below Zobeck. After descending roughly 200 feet into the undercity, the 5-foot wide entrance corridor terminates at a dusty crypt hall lined with caskets.
Ow! I get so excited.
The rank subterranean air smells of ancient rock for you, Yuki, and maybe a little bit you, Bush. Why did I say that? Goosh Bush.
It's so
Bush.
beautiful.
Bush.
My buddy Bush.
No time for crypts. We gotta go. Gonna keep pushing through, just running straight on, trying to catch up with this person, this thing, this creature.
All right. You're just chasing it?
Oh yeah, fully.
Okay, yeah. So you're just gonna follow straight through this room?
He's in predator mode.
Nice.
Oh God, that's so threatening.
So Goosh, can you guys move your own tokens?
Yee. Oh
Yes.
maybe?
If
Yes.
Yeah.
so are you just going straight beyond into the next section?
Yep,
Do you,
fully.
Goosh? All right, cool.
Solus is gonna slow
Vivian's-
down. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Vivian's gonna stop and about midway, and then just stop for 1 second and see if she can glance around and see anything. These are crypts, right? So
yes. So 16 wooden caskets are laid within massive alcove shelves lining the long walls of the hall to the east and west, stacked in 2 high rows of 4. A narrow corridor on the opposite end hall continues towards a small antechamber before receding.
Do they have identifiers? Are there any kind of plate or anything on them?
Yeah, can I want to roll investigation on whether or not any of them look recently disturbed.
Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation. And all of you roll stealth. Goosh, you will roll at disadvantage.
Okay, something is up with this roller because this is the third 2 I've gotten in like a row. That's a 4.
I think 2, 1, 2.
What if
I'm sorry.
I'm not necessarily trying to be stealthy.
13 for
So
Vivian.
do you still want me to roll?
I have disadvantage because I'm wearing. Well, it's
if you don't want to roll and you're just outright declaring you're not going to be stealthy, that is okay.
Yeah, I'm not trying because this creature has already like spotted us, and so in Goosh's mind, he's like, "Time to go." So he's just going.
Okay.
On.
What did everybody else get? I'm sorry.
I got a 3.
I don't think anybody got higher than Vivian.
13 on Vivian.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So
Vivian, while she's traveling through, is gonna kind of hug the walls and then like just move from like shadow to shadow and like kind of just observe what everybody's doing, making sure that she's aware about what's happening. This doesn't look like a very safe place. So
Solus has chainmail on, so
yeah. You guys are generally clanking about this room in pursuit of this mysterious hooded figure, and making no attempt to be stealthy whatsoever. Just in general, you hear a groan come from inside. As like an almost starved kind of groan.
They're alive!
From 2 of the caskets. And I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative.
Cool, fun.
As 2 ghouls
initiative roll.
punch their way Uma Thurman style out of 2 of these caskets.
I'm gonna have Uki roll.
Till I come perilous.
Where did I got a 15. So the only thing I can roll well on is fighting, I suppose, which I mean makes sense.
I got 2 6s in a row. So I got a 6 for my initiative.
Great.
Vivian 5.
Oh, I got a 19.
Okay, I got a 7.
Yikes. Let me add these guys to the map real quick. All right, so here and here you see these guys emerge. Top of the round. As these horrifying rotted creatures emerge from the caskets at the end of this hall, Goosh, you are nearest-ish to them. You were the one who alerted them, and you are the quickest to whip around and react to this fun little adventure. What would you like to do?
I want to check and see if I can see the footprints of the figure that we're chasing.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
I'll let
makes
you
sense.
do that actually, I'll go ahead and let you do that. It'll be your action to investigate.
Yeah. That's totally fine. Investigation?
Yes.
Come on. That is a round 0.
Delicious.
You have lost sight of the beggar ghouls that are probably about 15 feet from you.
Great.
Where are the ghouls? Because I can't see them on my map.
Yeah.
Same.
Oh shit. There we go.
Wait, no, we can say
that's
that
where
one.
they emerge.
Can't we?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I'm just trying to. I'm trying to be a good adult. Okay.
Pardon me.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm better than you.
Wow.
Then that's
I immediately hated myself for saying that.
This is now a hostile DM versus players relationship.
This feels like a hostile play environment.
Well, let me go get HR.
Dot.
Wait, did somebody call my name?
Then I'm gonna use. So I can't see. I just can't see this figure.
No. The receding. There is darkness down these hallways. It is very difficult to see. It's a thin hallway in the lighted sort of tomb behind you. It doesn't really cast that much light down these hallways.
Then
it's really hard to tell.
I'll do a bonus action rage as I bring out my sword, and I'm just gonna run up to this one, and that's my whole turn because I use my action.
Okay. Solus. What would you like to do?
I'm going to cast Bless.
Yeah.
On Iskandir, and Goosh, and myself.
Okay.
Which means you all get a D4 to your ability checks and saving throws. Or attack rolls and saving throws.
You said you, Iskander, and
Goosh.
Michel
Bouchel.
French accent is a legacy now. It's an icon.
So you see for flavor text, you see Solus is going to draw a sword and hold it in front of him, and a light golden glow erupts, just encases his hands, and all three of you feel a little warmth in your heart.
I feel like you're about to do a lot better than you would have.
Yeah, hopefully. And that's my turn. It's my action.
Sweet. All right. This beggar ghoul here, he turns to Vivian, spotting her shirking the walls of this room, and he is going to bite you.
Does he have to move towards me?
Yes, hold on.
Okay, so as soon as the ghoul starts to move towards Vivian, she's going to flick her fan open towards him and mutter a few words. That's the wrong way, and I need for him to roll a wisdom saving throw because she's going to cast broken charge at him.
What's the DC?
13 wisdom.
13.
Is that a reaction?
Level 2.
It is.
That's neat.
Yeah, he makes it.
Oh, okay. Nothing happens.
Oh no.
Undeterred by your fancy words. He's clearly a creature of lesser intelligence, and he's going to try to bite you. Does a 10 hit you?
No.
Okay. He just nods at the air in front of you, missing you entirely, as you guys fumble around each other. And that... Oh, shit. I forgot he has pack tactics. Things he rolls at advantage. Does a 15 hit you?
It does.
Okay. He clamps down on your forearm as his rotting, decaying, disgusting, dirt-filled teeth pierce your skin for 9 piercing damage.
9?
9.
Yeah. She's gonna look at the ghoul biting her. Oh, you really shouldn't do that. And that's it, I guess.
Fair enough.
That's it for your turn? Oh wait, no, that's it. Never mind. It's the other beggar ghoul's turn. It's weird. It's like I have a tracker right in front of me that I could just look at.
You're doing amazing.
This beggar ghoul snarling, some weird looking drool coming out of its mouth as it whips its head towards you, Goosh. Its long claw-like nails that have continued growing even in undeath are going to swing right at your face.
Come at me, Dusty.
Let's see. There's an 18 hit.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I always ask, you never know. Sometimes I forget about mage armor. But yeah, the claws strike your face, draw blood as you have this gnarly, probably pretty sick looking claw slashing mark on your face as he deals 7 piercing damage. Or
is that the
slashing
total?
Damage. 7 total.
Okay. Have to.
4?
Do you round up or down for damage? Down?
I will round.
I think
I'll
it's
round
down.
up for you guys when you deal like half damage. So all I ask is you round up for me when enemies deal half damage.
So that's 4.
Yes.
Cool.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And yeah, that is going to be his turn. Yuki, it is your turn. You have just seen one of them clamp on Vivian's forearm and the other one slash Goosh on his mushroom face.
So I'm gonna be honest with everybody. Yuki and Narla take up the walls and are just gonna pass over top of everybody towards where the guy was running.
That's
Nice.
fair.
So I believe with Narla I can easily get perfect, 50 feet. There we go. There. And just like skirt around them. Can I see any kind of tracks? Or know where they be going since I memorized the map?
Yeah, you can roll investigation with advantage.
Okay, cool. Can I roll survival with advantage?
You can roll survival with
Perfect.
advantage.
That's
I'll
way
let you
better
do
for
that.
me. Okay. So a 14 or a 11. So we'll take the 14.
Yeah. So you notice several sets of tracks, about a half dozen different size of what are very obviously partial footprints, indicating they might be decayed footprints of ghouls, and 2 sets of humanoid footprints.
Are they in heels?
One of them is a smaller sized heel.
Great.
That obvious imprint of a heeled boot.
I make sure I yell really, really loud as it like echoes through the chamber. I go, "It this way!"
Thanks.
Just so we know in case we get separated, you know.
Yeah. Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
That's all I can do on my turn.
Okay, very well. I like Yuki's turns. It is Narla's turn. Or unless you are just combining you and Narla.
I started muting myself. You know what? You're right, because Narla took the run. I guess I took the investigation check. Can I do anything from a distance? Nobody's taking damage. I don't know that I can. Everything that I do is necrotic.
Hasn't Vivian taken
took
damage?
a lot
Vivian
of damage.
and Goosh.
Oh, right. Okay. Wait. Okay. Yeah, as soon as I get here and I can see them, because I can hit them perfect 60 feet. So I will do Goosh first. I like open my mouth and reach my hand out, and you see Narla's jaw like rip open, and black void comes like ripping from her throat as I kind of toss it and throw it. It's gonna hit this creature. I'm gonna roll something called Crushing Curse. This is a so I only rolled an 11. Does that hit the creature?
No, it doesn't.
You speak a word of voice, but choose a creature you see. If the
blessed?
target can hear you, it must succeed.
No.
Oh, it's got to succeed on a wisdom save. I'm sorry.
Okay. Is it also DC 13?
It is DC 13.
Oof, fail.
Okay. So it is going to take some damage.
Which one? I'm sorry, which one was it again?
The one next to Goosh.
Okay.
So it's gonna take a D6 of damage. So only a point, which is fine. But it's now deafened.
Oh, good to know.
Except that it can only hear my void speech moving forward. In case I want to do more damage, but it can't hear, so I don't know if you want it to take any negatives for that, but it can't hear anything coming.
Okay, good to know.
Because it's psychic damage. Okay. And
Put it on
I'm
this
still hanging on to
fancy
Narla.
tracker.
We're gonna move.
Okay. All right. And that is it for your turn? Are you in Narla? All right. Iskander. You've witnessed a lot of things happening within the last approximately 6 seconds.
Sure have. This is wild. Never been in a situation like this before. Iskander is going to raise his book, his spell book, open it, and take his staff. And seeing Vivian being assaulted by the undead, he's going to slam his staff into the ground, point at Vivian, and then utter a command. And he's going to cast Benediction. You call down a blessing in the name of an angel of protection. Creature you can see within range shimmers with a faint white light. The next time the creature takes damage, it can roll 1d4 and reduce the damage by those results. The spell then ends.
Ooh.
Tight.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. So this, you see this kind of angelic shimmering light start to form around Vivian's person. And that is, well, I'll move up a little as Iskander comes kind of like behind this wall, kind of trying to hide between, like trying to take some cover right here. And that'll be his turn.
Oh, excellent. What a sweet soul he is. Vivian, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Vivian is going to kind of sigh and then draw a rapier and try and stick it right into this ghoul here.
Absolutely.
In front of her for a 11 to hit.
That doesn't quite hit him.
Ooh. Okay.
As he narrowly sidesteps, you swipe off a bit of the tattered garment that probably looked kind of okay at one point, and now just like is death incarnate. Definitely looks like a zombie. Slice off a bit of his what used to be a sleeve or something.
And with the hand attached to the bit arm, she's gonna snap her fingers a couple times and cast Healing Word on herself for 5 HP. And that'll be her turn.
Oh.
Oof. Goosh, we have returned to you. What would you like to do?
It's my turn. Goosh gives a just loud howl of laughter and is going to raise his axe and try and bury it in this ghoul. Gonna go ahead and do a little reckless attack here.
Okay.
On the one in front of me, with my great axe. I gotta roll it. Here we go. That was, but it's at advantage. So, oops, I rolled that incorrectly, but it's fine.
You hit.
Yeah, that's a 24 to hit.
For sure.
Cool. So that's gonna be, I rolled a 4 plus 4 is 8, and then there's another 2 for rage damage. So that is 10 points of slashing damage to this ghoul.
All right. This dude like clambers to the ground, falls on one of his barely there knees, completely like bloodied. He gets back up after a short minute or a short second, but bad shape. He's looking rough.
Yeah.
As you just like clobber or like one of his arms off.
That's my turn.
Lurching for you with the other one. Awesome turn. Solus.
Back
to you.
How close am I to these ghoulish boys? I am not within range of anybody. Very fun, very cool. Neat. All right, so what he's gonna do is he's gonna run right up here, right next to Iskandir. And that's gonna be his movement. And I suppose as a bonus action, he is going to cast, what is it called? I can read. He's going to cast Searing Smite on himself.
Nice.
As a bonus action. And I'm not in range, so can I ready an attack, or do I just have to pass?
I'll let you ready an attack.
Okay, I'm going to ready an attack where if anything comes towards, like, in this direction of me and Iskandir, I'm going to attack. But that is his turn.
Awesome. I will totally remember that.
I'm gonna try. I'm also like remembering who's blessed because I'm like, don't forget your bless. Don't forget your bless, guys. Yeah. You didn't need it last time.
As this in front of you, Vivian, you see this this beggar ghoul try to lurch for you again, taking a slash like right at your face. It's for some reason they really like to slash at faces. See, that's going to be a 23 to hit.
That's hit, yes.
Good God.
You got benediction.
Yeah, we're gonna roll that 1d4 right now.
Hey!
Although he strikes you for 4 slashing damage, you feel nothing as like an almost magical, like thin slice of existence appears between you and the edge of this beggar ghoul's claws. And you reach up, touch your face, nothing has even grazed it.
So as she's like kind of warding off this ghoul and like getting slapped in the face by this ghoul, she looks over at Solus and says, Solus?
Yes.
That's it.
He's like holding the greatsword. That's it?
That's a big wine energy.
Cool, thank you. Thank you very much. So helpful. Thank you.
You just crack me up.
I love
Goosh,
them.
This guy in front of you, still reeling from your great axe attack, albeit reckless, is going to use the momentum of getting back up to swing their one good arm right at you as it attempts to claw you.
Yeah, and they get advantage on their attack because I reckless.
I mean, they already have advantage because of pack tactics.
Oh, sick.
Cool. But 23 hit you.
20?
23.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Oh, I rolled the wrong one. It's not even that one. It's supposed to be slashing damage. Okay, for 9 slashing damage.
9 slashing damage.
As it rakes across the other side of your
have to
Have
to 5.
Yes.
And then I'm going to, let me just make sure I can do this. I can use my reaction. I haven't used my reaction yet. So I am going to use my reaction for acid spores. So this ghoul smacks me and just gets a face full of some acid spores that puff out of his little cap. So it takes 1 damage. Acid damage equal to half your level.
God.
You have no idea how this particular ghoul could possibly still be standing, but it's still here making some noise. You have baffled. It looks so rough. It looks double dead. That's how rough it looks.
Incredible. Okay, cool.
All right. Yuki, it is your turn.
All right.
Narla.
You gave me a direction where the feet are headed, the footprints?
Yes. So you can see they are, with your roll, you can tell that they have gone in multiple directions, both forward. If you go straight down towards that doorway right there, you can tell that they have gone forward. It looks like the humanoids have gone there more. But mostly the traversement is down the hallway directly to your left.
So basically, towards the east. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. The heels go that way too?
The heels, it does look like they've at least gone that way once or twice.
All right, great. I'm gonna go down this hallway. I'm just gonna ride Yuki down the hallway, so Yuki will move the 50 feet. 50-ish feet is right about there.
Okay.
To see if we see anything, and then I guess I'll take an action.
Yeah, it's just a square antechamber, same as the last, cobblestone walls, and there's like 4 different exits from it. It is just like an artistic pause in the hallway. You see a door to your south and a door to your east.
Okay, let's see. With 120 feet of dark vision, do I see anything?
Where are you looking?
Well, I can't see past the door, so I'm gonna peer down this long hallway here.
Sure. Let's see. G-dang long.
Through your narrow eyes, Steve.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up in the dark. Might as well be able to see in it.
Fair enough.
I hate the sunlight, but I sure can see in the dark.
What a mood.
Yeah, I'll say you can see this section right here.
And no movement inside of that, right?
Roll perception.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
No! Narla!
yeah.
Does Narla hear anything?
Yeah. What do Narla's
What does
golden
Narla
eyes
hear? Right, plus a
Golden
2.
eyes.
I know
Golden
this.
ears.
2 to Nar. No. Oh, wait, advantage. I get
Jeez.
advantage because it's Narla.
Yes,
Just kidding.
Huh?
No! An 8! This is not my night.
It is.
Weird.
It is very
certainly
still and very
rolling.
quiet in this room.
Okay.
You hate to hear
Well, there's a lot of doors. I can't really do anything. Are they labeled, the doors?
No, they're just simple wooden doors.
Having memorized the map, do I know where they go?
The maps that you have only detail the general layout of the cartways. However, I will say I will give you advantage in this area because it does
Okay.
give you an intuitive sense of how this place may have been built.
May have been built. I guess my question is, does this take us out? Would they take us out of the cartways, or is it going to go like deeper? Is this yeah?
Okay, you are currently in the catacombs. You have found your way here.
Oh, we know we're here now. Okay, well then I
Yeah.
don't know anything about the catacombs. Cool. I'm gonna hold then because I can't unless unless I start opening doors, which I can't do because Narla's moved the full speed. So I'll open doors next round.
Okay. Of course.
Of course I will. Knock knock.
Iskander. What would you like to do?
Iskander's going to pop out from the wall and take his staff and aim it at the undead attacking Vivian and launch a firebolt.
Ooh.
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 Let's
Fancy.
Roll it.
Please don't
Rolling.
roll a 1.
You goober.
No. 6 plus. Why didn't it add it now? 6, 12, and then I'm blessed.
Yes, you're blessed.
Yes, it's all for the blessed.
I didn't see your roll come through.
Didn't see
Yeah,
a
I
roll
didn't
either.
see it.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
looking at
me
Yuki's
neither.
roll.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you?
Huh.
Did it not roll?
it rolled in the. So I pulled up the fireball spell, and then oh, I know what I did wrong. I rolled in the spell instead of rolling the hit /DC.
Oh, got you.
Oh,
Whoa!
that's
Oh
20.
my- Whoa!
Whoa!
Wild.
Oh
Yes.
my god!
Yeah, go ahead and
Oh,
go ahead and
Roll a
your
beautiful
damage there,
double
Steve.
damage.
Did your gloves just fall off from that critical hit? What happened there?
the fire just burned the gloves straight off.
Wow.
Good for you.
Wow.
Damage.
Roll.
4 times 2 is 8.
Critical.
Hit the button.
Oh yeah. Oh, critical hit.
There you go.
Oh.
13.
13. I didn't know if we were just taking the 1 and doubling it or rolling 2. That's my bad.
Iskander, describe what happens as you murk this undead beast.
So you see anyone looking in this area would see Iskander kind of pop out from behind his cover, and he takes a deep breath, and as he breathes in, his staff lights with a fire, and he says, I'm an adult. I can take care of myself. And then he whips the staff, and then the bolt of fire launches out of it and just immolates the undead creature.
Oof. What a turn. Vivian, you just saw this ghoul being blown to smithereens by a 19-year-old soft boy.
Well, that was very exciting for me, actually. And she's going to step over and stick her rapier at this other ghoul.
Yeah.
Bum. For a... Do I get advantage
Boy.
because the two of us are attacking?
I'll go ahead and give you advantage.
No!
Oh my god.
Dang.
No!
Is
We are
Vivian-
certainly rolling.
Is Vivian blessed?
No,
Ah.
it's me, you, and Goosh are the three that are
So you
blessed.
just sort of, as you riposte, and it looks beautiful, but it unfortunately does not actually strike anything.
I'm helping. Okay, that's it.
Ugh. I think-
Goosh, You have been smacking on this guy. What are you gonna do?
There can only be one. I'm
Okay.
going to attack. Do I need to? Can I also get that advantage for like flanking?
Yeah,
Cool. So I don't need to do my reckless attack.
please.
Swing.
Oh, yeah.
18 plus 6. I let me just see if I get a crit. I just want to see. I know it
You
doesn't
just wanna
matter,
see?
but I just want to see.
Does feel good.
No, never mind.
However, how'd you like to do this?
Just sees Vivian whiff and just says, yes, get him, Vivian, and then is just going to just bring his axe down on top and just turn this guy into dust with a big ol' hit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Team effort.
So you guys catch your breath following this fight. You can hear Narla's little excited hoop steps picking up. And that is where we're going to leave our adventurers for the night. Congratulations.
Wow. Both the spell slots and didn't attack once.
Nice.
Amazing. Cool. Very fun.
Glad to see it.
So thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Saw you guys in the comments a little bit. It was awesome to see. Thanks for stopping and chat. Thanks for hanging out with us. I know that Dot had some exciting announcements for the community.
Yeah. First off, I'm going to drop a link in chat. Follow these incredible folk.
Go on.
Let's just give you some links to click on. Make sure to go follow their stuff. They're doing all kinds of things all over the place. And so is Kobold Press. You can check us out this week at PAX. I arrive in Philly tomorrow, so if you're headed to PAX, come drop by the Kobold Press booth. There'll be a few of us there. Please wear your mask. Have to wear your mask if I'm correct. And we'll be happy to chat with you and see you and hang out. We also have a few panels happening at PAX. Tabletop Freelancing 101. World Building 101, and Instagram and TikTok for TTRPG. So if any of those things interest you, go hit the PAX channel. And what's really cool is they're all being streamed live to PAX Use stage. You can go to twitch.tv/PAX2, the number 2. And watch us throughout the weekend if you're not going to be out there in person, because we've got some pretty sweet panels happening. I guess we should go around and let y'all introduce yourself. So that they know where to find you when you're not hanging out with us. And we, of course, have to start with our dear GM. And then, you know what? We'll popcorn. Pass it off to somebody else.
Yeah, I know how to read social cues. I'm Mackenzie. You can find me on Twitter at Kenzie the Han. Excited to see you guys. If there's anything particularly funny that you want to at the community about or at the cast about, we like feedback and we thrive on praise. So yeah, you can find me there.
He also likes national parks.
Who's next?
That's cool.
I'll kick it to a Scander because he won't make a funny joke.
That's fair. All right. Hi everyone. My name's Alex. You can find me on Twitter at ActorFeet. And I am currently involved in a Sunday morning stream with two fine people in this group here, Friday and Mackenzie. And we play every Sunday, 11 Eastern, which will be 8 Pacific. And I am also working on a new project that we're recording for tomorrow. It is a podcast on musical theater, D&D improv. So look out for that. I should be having the first recording of that pretty soon, hopefully. Sloan, what are you up to these days?
Hi, everybody. My name is Sloan, aka Artplebe. My pronouns are they, them. I am a TikTok and Twitch TTRPG/variety content creator. You can also find me on Twitter and Tumblr if you're a freak like that. And you can find me everywhere at Artplebe. That's ARTPLEBE. I am also a performer on the Welcome In and Total Party Kiss. So you can find me at all of those places. Or you can find my Linktree and find all my stuff at Linktree/Artplebe. That's me. Friday.
Hello. On Twitch it is Friday, and then Twitter is Friday TV. I do shows and stuff. Come check us out. And Sawyer.
Hi guys, I'm Sawyer. I use he, him pronouns. You can find me on TikTok at Queer Elf Club if you like cosplay, singing, acting content. You can find me on Twitter at the same username but with underscores between the words. I'm currently streaming with Somewhere Bound. I'm in a couple of their streams. We'd run a couple traditional D&D streams, some homebrew D&D, and some Monster of the Week as well as one-shots. And I'm actually currently a partner with the Cosplay Care Project, which is a fantastic charity. We're doing a charity calendar that you guys can buy that I'm in. I'm in the Heroes calendar. You can get my Miles Morales pictures.
Nice.
We'll also be selling prints of those hopefully afterwards. So there's 2 calendars. It's a really great project. We do streams once a month, and then we donate all our proceeds to a different charity every month. It's really fun, and great people work on it. But yeah, I'm all over the place. I do audio drama, do a lot of stuff. That's me. I'm kicking it over to last but certainly not least, our hostess with the mostest.
Oh. Just your resident little kobold dot here, y'all. We'll wrap it up for the evening. You know where to find me. There's a link in chat. And if you can't find me there, you can sure find me here. Tomorrow night, we will be broadcasting like a rebroadcast, even though we're at PAX U, of Fimbulwinter, our 3rd episode. Oh, thank you, 12-sided guy, for those bits here at the end. We appreciate you tuning in and watching our chaos. Yeah, Fimbulwinter, session 3. So next week will be our premiere, but don't miss it. It was a lot of heck of fun. So we'll be broadcasting that, but no Kobold chats tomorrow because Dot will be on a plane. So unfortunately, I can't say that, but we will be back here next week. Same Kobold time, same Kobold channel for more Empire of the Ghouls. Y'all have a great night, everybody. Bye.